Over the years, you've gotten to know Kevin Doran as a passionate storyteller, master of golden apple surprises, and a devoted family man who loves Rochester. Now, as he departs to live closer to family, join us in saying thank you on News 8 and Facebook.
Well, Kevin, this is your final day.
Yes.
News 8.
This is not in the script.
It's not in the script. We wanted to make sure that everybody said a proper farewell. And you know, people were lining up to do this. We would like to introduce Louise Slaughter, our Congresswoman, who is wishing you a farewell.
I'm so sorry that Kevin Doran's leaving. I've had such wonderful interaction with him, working on veterans job fairs and many other programs. He's an extraordinary man, a wonderful broadcaster, and I wish he and his family the very best. But what I prefer is he wouldn't leave us. Good luck, Brian. So everything, all the best for you, Kevin. We'll miss you terribly.
And
Slaughter.
without further ado, we also brought on our General Manager and Vice President of the company, Louis Gattozzi, who will present the proper farewell to Louise Slaughter.
Well, Kevin, in addition to the video that Representative Slaughter recorded, she also sent a letter. And it reads, Mr. Kevin Doran, WROC News 8, 201 Humboldt Street, Rochester, New York, 14610. She got the address right? Exactly.
She's been in here a few times.
She has. Yes, she has. Dear Kevin, congratulations on 15 years of success as anchor of News 8. Your dedication to providing Rochesterians with the news of the day will be greatly missed. In addition to your contributions to our community throughout your career, your love of Rochester shines through in many of your other projects. Whether recognizing great teachers through your Golden Apple features, working with numerous veteran service organizations, or supporting the Victor Food Bank, all of which we know are very close to your heart. You have touched the lives of thousands of people in our community and strengthened Rochester. Though we will miss you as the face of our news, I wish you all the best in the use of your expertise and vision in Minneapolis. Thank you once again for your work. Goodness. Sincerely, Louise M. Slaughter, Member of Congress.
Wow.
And, you know, obviously, you and I chatted earlier. We won't share what we talked about, but you know that you are loved here, you will be missed, and we wish you and Teresa and the kids nothing but the best, and we know that you're making this decision for all of the right reasons.
Yep.
So.
Yep. This is very nice. Thank you, Mrs. Slaughter. Louis, thank you. You've taught me many things about how to carry myself and to be a professional, and I thank you for all the opportunities you've given me as well. And oh my, it's a hard day, but thank you.
The hugs will commence over break.
They will, indeed.
We'll be back in a moment.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is so nice.
You're watching the team you can trust, Kevin Doran, Maureen McGuire, and Rochester's most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Hetzko. This is News 8 at 5 in high definition.
Well, Kevin Doran thinks we are going to a package now, as they say in the business, but instead, we would like to bring in another special guest. Monroe County Executive Maggie Brooks is here today, Kevin.
Well, a woman who's familiar with a TV set.
Exactly.
Hi, Maggie.
I heard someone is bailing on this fine community.
Well,
and you're leaving
please don't
us.
put it that way. I'm moving closer to my parents, Maggie.
I know, you are, but after 15 years, even if we have to let you go, we like to let people go in style. And so my job today is to come and thank you for your service, because people don't realize journalism is a public service, and people in this community have trusted you, they've watched you, they've had confidence in you, and so we wanted to make this a special day on behalf of all 750,000 residents in Monroe County. So I have a special proclamation, and they told me I don't have time to read it all, but I will.
You know what? It's live TV.
It's live TV. I can do whatever I want, right? Well, this talks about your fine career here at News 8. You were a managing editor, you've been an anchor, you've done all different kinds of jobs. But here's what I like the most. Throughout your time at WROC, you have earned numerous awards, including 2 Emmys. That's a big deal. 2 Emmys, an Edward R. Murrow Award, the National Anna Quindlen Award from the Child Welfare League of America, and many, many awards from the Associated Press. Oh. And also, this community knows you for the Golden Apple Awards, the segment that honors our teachers, the people that help our children. So we are very, very proud of all that you've accomplished in this community. Having worked in a TV studio for a few years, I know it's not easy work, and you did it with dignity, integrity. You have an amazing work ethic. So I'm really proud today to be here to present you with an official proclamation. And here's the punchline. It is Kevin Doran Day in Monroe County, which means you get to do whatever you want to do today.
Wow. Everybody, county employees, you go home early tonight?
There you go. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay,
This means a lot.
Well, congratulations.
But you know, I want you to know, I thank you for doors you've opened for me and for us at News 8. And this community has given as much to me and my family as I have received. It's given me more. And this will always be a home. And so thank you.
You're always welcome, and I know you will go on to continue your success.
This is so nice.
Just know that your legacy here is a sound one, and you've really had a very impactful career, and you have impacted our community and made it a better place. So good luck to you, and come home and visit sometime.
And I appreciate, you know, there'll be room on the desk if you're looking for something to do after the next election.
December.
You know. There you go. Come on back, okay?
It's great.
Good
luck to you.
So much, I appreciate it.
All right, it's Kevin Doran Day. We're going to celebrate, so stay right there. We'll be right back. You know, Kevin has had a positive effect on so many people in the area. We've certainly learned that in just the last week alone. It's been really nice. You know, from government officials to law enforcement, and especially co-workers. Here's former News 8 reporter and anchor Tina Shively with a special message tonight from Austin, Texas.
Hey Kevin, it's your old pal Tina Shively coming to you from Austin, Texas this morning. I just wanted to take a minute to congratulate you on your new job and wish you the best of luck. I know that your leaving will be a loss to all of our friends in Rochester, but just like you told me 2 years ago, life is about family and what's best for those you love. Enjoy your new position, and don't forget, keep in touch.
That's Tina Shively from Texas. People have been calling and writing.
Tina is expecting a baby.
Yes.
She's going to be a mom for the first time.
Aww.
And so that means a lot to hear that from her. Oh, Amanda.
Oh, Kevin.
Take it away with weather before we all cry.
I know, right? Well, we had rain this morning, and now the sun is back out, so we're thankful for that. Lots of sunshine for the remainder of this evening. Comfortable temperatures. Our high today made it up to 79 after a low of 66. Your full forecast is up next.
Kevin Doran started reporting for News 8 15 years ago.
News 8 now at 11 with Kevin Doran.
Viewers soon got to know his family as they traveled all over Western New York. He quickly became known as a great storyteller, master of golden apple surprises, a fantastic friend, and father. Now, as Kevin moves closer to family, join us in saying thank you and good luck. Look for Kevin Doran going home on News 8 and RochesterHomepage.net. Now, your News 8 forecast first, brought to you by Rochester area Chevy dealers.
Hey there, good evening to you. I'm Scott Hetzko. Behind me is a beautiful shot over Canandaigua Lake. That's a day right there. That's one of the things you look at, you think about in January, and you imagine. You maybe make a painting or a picture in your head. That's what we're talking about today. Good stuff this afternoon. 79 here, 78 Dansville. Fresh diet cool air coming from Minnesota. 67 in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, 61 in the UP of Michigan right now. So forecast first tonight, 69 at 8 o'clock. Temperatures keep on falling. So by tomorrow morning, we start out around 60 and then enjoy a noon. That's going to be right around 73 and lots of sun. bittersweet half hour ahead. My buddy, my mentor, a guy I love so much, Kevin Doran, is his last half hour. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have a special surprise for weather and Kevin's involvement in it next. You'll see it next. News 8 at 6 starts right now.
From WROC in Rochester, this is News 8 at 6 in high definition.
Good evening, everyone. The Rochester City School District is launching a secret shopper program.
People are going to pose as parents who need help from central office. Rachel Barnhart says it's all about evaluating customer service. Rachel? I can't believe it, but this is my last newscast at News 8. A story that's dear to my heart next.
You're watching The Team You Can Trust, Kevin Doran, Maureen McGuire, Rochester's most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Hetzko and Sports Director John Kutchko. This is News 8 at 6 in high definition. News 8 at 6 in high definition continues.
Well, the day is finally here. This is my final newscast at WROC-TV. And I think a story I did in 2007 explains why my family is making a big move to Minnesota. This was part of an award-winning series we did with Hillside Family of Agencies on adoption. This is a personal story. It's a happy story. It's a story my parents have been telling me since I was a little boy.
So, Em, what's a family?
I think a family is people who live with each other and love each other.
This is my family. Well, part of it, all made possible through adoption. Recently, while looking through a photo album with my parents, Tom and Marguerite, we talked again about my adoption.
Well, the reason we adopted, because we realized after many medical examinations we couldn't have any children, and we wanted a family.
It seemed like forever once we started applying, and then they had to approve us and everything. And I think it was more than 2 years that we waited until we actually got you.
It was 1960. I was adopted through Catholic Charities and was literally a bouncing baby boy. See, the check my parents wrote to cover the cost of adoption bounced.
You cost us a lot of money. It was $150, and we didn't have any money in the bank, and that's the reason it bounced. So you are really a bouncing baby boy.
Who's this?
That's Kevin, your dad.
My parents later adopted 2 more children, my sister Kathy and brother Mike. Mom and Dad always told us we were special kids. They chose us.
I just think we wanted you so desperately that it was special for us.
Is there any difference between an adopted family and say, a birth family?
Well, we don't think so. We know that never enters our mind that there's a difference. These children that we adopted we consider ours. And if they're adopted or through birth, I don't think it makes any difference.
But it was not all happiness. There was, of course, a birth mother who my mother has never forgotten.
I think, along with the joy, I remember crying about it because I felt so sorry for the mother, the biological mother that had given up this child.
Why is that?
It must have been very hard.
My birth mother made such a great decision because I ended up in such a better circumstance because of her decision.
I felt badly for her, more maybe the mother than the father, because I'm sure that they would have liked to have kept the child, but felt it was better to adopt the baby out.
Well, I'm glad you did adopt.
So am I.
And my parents will tell you years later they discovered another unexpected benefit of adoption: grandchildren.
What advice would you have for others who are considering adoption and maybe a little hesitant?
I don't think you should have any hesitation, none whatsoever. Looking back on it, I don't know if we had any. I don't think we did. And I would say right now, shouldn't be any hesitation. Just do it.
Got any regrets? Here's your chance to say it in front of everybody else.
None at all. It's been great.
That's wonderful.
And so it has been great, and I have no regrets because
It's okay. Keep it together. It's okay.
to be closer to my parents and Teresa's father are why we're making this difficult decision.
And that's why they adopted you, because they wanted you in their family.
Yep.
And look what the wonderful son they ended up
And so
having.
you guys will always be my family.
We are family.
We know.
We know.
And, but I've got, you understand, I've got this great opportunity, and we have to take this.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and once again, I thank you for everything you've done for me, and I hope that explains why we're making this move.
Hey, there's another
indeed.
popular guy in the CBS family that wants to say a little something, right, Mo?
That's indeed right. You're right. Thank you for letting us know. CBS News' Scott Pelley is standing by. Take a look.
Yeah.
Kevin, congratulations on 15 years at News 8 and on your new opportunity to rejoin your parents and siblings in Minneapolis. Nothing's more important than family. On behalf of all of us at CBS News, thank you for your dedication, leadership, professionalism, and your gift for getting to the heart of a story. I wish you and your family all the very best.
And I think he has
Wow.
said it all. Said it all.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Wow.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Hetzko with Rochester's most accurate forecast.
Hey, it has been a rainy month of June, no doubt about that. We have had nearly 3 times the amount of rain halfway through the month than we should have in any given June. So I apologize for all that rain, and it's really tough on farmers, agriculture getting hit hard. But before we get too deep into weather, a couple of things I'm gonna miss the most. You know, it's been kind of a, thank you. It's a little inside baseball, but just the kind of things I'm gonna miss from that wonderful man's voice, Kevin Doran. You betcha, you betcha. I almost put in I'm sorry, but I didn't put in I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Kevin Doran, News 8. And one of my favorites, don't sell yourself short. You're a tremendous whatever you said you were. If I say, Kev, oh, I'm an idiot, he goes, no, don't sell yourself short. You're a tremendous idiot. And by the way, I misspelled you, but you are, so I am one. Yeah, and in honor of Doran,
What are you doing?
Doran's floating head will be with us throughout the weathercast. There's a live shot of one of his favorite lakes, Canandaigua,
Yeah.
and the temperatures are nice in the upper 70s. Wind out of the northwest at 16, so if you were a floating head Kevin on your boat, you'd have a good time out there on shore tonight. Dew point low, that's good news. Now, on satellite radar, front moving away. Please try to focus on the weather and not the floating man over there to the left. High pressure building in. That is great news for tonight. Let's see if I can block Doran here for a second and replace him with me. Hey, look at that, 2 heads are better than 1. High pressure over the upper Midwest, moving on in, and that means a great weather night tonight. And tomorrow should be a fab day weather-wise as well. That little glob of rain under Kevin's head will be with us later this week. Numbers warm, Doran friendly in the upper 70s, 78 in Dansville, Buffalo in the mid-70s. Look at the heat to the south. I wish I had another floating head where he could just point down in shock. Mid-90s. Look at that in D.C., 95 degrees, 91 in Atlantic City. Kevin's head got a little bigger, kind of like, you know, through the years here at News 8. A little bigger every year.
Thank you.
All right, so back here tonight, 55, some fresh and cool air overnight tonight. Tomorrow we're looking at lots of sun and simple sun, diet summer air, low humidity, mid-70s. Next 7 days are on your screen. So a nice day on Wednesday. Come here, you big lug. Mwah! Mwah! I love you. I love you, baby. All right, maybe I'll just keep it up all the time. Maybe put the wire on once in a while. Thursday, we got some storms, 78. Friday, 73. But then we start warming up again. Yeah, a little bit of warm air back on Saturday. Some storms developing. And then on Sunday, we're going to be in the low 80s, muggy. A little bit stormy on that day as well. And as we go beyond that, it looks like it's going to be continued warm into next week as well. I'm trying to get a selfie here. I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it at the break.
Want me to take your picture, guys?
No, it's
Hey,
okay.
I want you to know.
But we'll get it in a second, though. We'll get it in a second.
Scott was supposed to be off today, and he came in for this.
Oh, big deal. Yeah.
Thank you. That was we needed some laughs.
Yeah.
We sure did.
You betcha.
You betcha. The Minnesota way, at least for today.
That's right.
In sports, the Bills begin 3 days of mini camp at Orchard Park. We've got the Buffalo Blitz coming back. You're going to miss that, Kevin. I know you are. Also, Kevin's connection to the Bills' playoff drought. John will explain. There is a connection.
Closed captioning brought to you by Solar Liberty, the future of energy independence.
Now, News 8 Sports with Sports Director John Kutchko.
The Bills holding their first mini camp under Rex Ryan today, the first of 3 days of practice sessions in Orchard Park. Our Buffalo Blitz from One Bills Drive. Only thing different about this week is that it's mandatory, although Seantrell Henderson will be a day late because of travel issues. Rex Ryan was not happy. Another up and mostly down day for the quarterbacks. Rex doesn't think there will be any separation to the race until the pads go on in training camp here at St. John Fisher. The Bills wide receivers got a new coach today, Andre Reed, doing a summer fellowship. Thad Brown has more on that.
Andre Reed didn't take long to settle in here as a coach with the Bills. Unlike his first coaching fellowship in Kansas City, this is, as he pointed out, home. And being able to watch Sammy Watkins develop firsthand certainly doesn't hurt.
His upside is so upside, it's upside. We just got to give him the ball. That's just the bottom line. And just talking with him now today, we really talked a lot about some stuff. And I told him that's what I'm here for. You know, I'm here to get you to the next level and whatever you need to do.
I just saw him after practice working with somebody, and the young man comes out and he says, well, that's what I'm here for, to help. And that's the beauty of, you know, when I just saw that little thing in there with Andre, that was it, you know, to where it's like, he gets it.
I had a feeling I wanted to do something after I was done playing, even before that, but my kids were too small. And I think as they're older now, I can, you know, devote more time to it if I want to. And, you know, being in Kansas City 2 years ago and here now, I feel a little more comfortable here.
Reed says he is serious about having a future in coaching. I'm not here just to pass the time, he said. If I do something, I do it 100%. In Orchard Park with your Buffalo Blitz, I'm Thad Brown, News 8.
All right, Thad, thank you. You know, Kevin Doran's first day on the air here at Channel 8 was January 10th, 2000. I remember it well. You see, it was the first day back from yet another Bills road trip. Not just any road trip. The last Buffalo Bills playoff appearance. Yes, that one, the Music City Miracle. And since Kevin's arrival, the team is yet to return to the playoffs. I'm not drawing any kind of connection here, but it is ironic that in Kevin's tenure here at Channel 8, we've gone from Wade Phillips, Greg Williams, Mike Malarkey, Dick Geron, Chan Gailey, Doug Marrone, and now thankfully Rex Ryan, all as Bills head coaches. You know, goodbyes are never easy. This one in particular is going to be tough. What's there to say? We watched our girls grow up to be young ladies. My favorite time with Kev was several years ago at Watkins Glen. We took our girls to see Danica Patrick in the Indy cars, young girls on a 90-degree day. Kev was all smiles, ever the optimist, always the positive. I'll steal a cliche. They don't make them like that anymore, and they don't with Kevin Doran. Why all the outpouring of support? Because he's the genuine article. What you see is what you get, and what you get is a first-class, family-loving man. I'm going to miss you, my friend, and when I'm in the Twin Cities for the Super Bowl in a couple of years, that's one less line item on the expense report.
Well, you're good for something, Kevin.
I want the fridge packed. I want the pantry packed because I do like to eat a lot on the road trips.
It'll be ready to go, and once you bring everyone else with you.
We love you, and Godspeed.
Johnny, it means a lot. Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment.
Look at you, you're powerful. Look, you got a storm Doppler radar right there. Download our weather and news apps.
And welcome back. We are joined by Kevin Doran's beautiful family, his wife Teresa and his daughters Emma and Ava, right here with us. And Kevin, this is really what it's all about. Very quickly, I do want to say that it has been my privilege and my absolute delight to work with the best, finest human being I know. It has been a wonderful 15
And you,
years.
Kevin.
I
think that's what she meant.
I know I speak on behalf of everybody at Channel 8 and so many in this community. We love you and we wish you all well.
Thank you. You guys and you have watched my kids grow up.
And you remember the little babies they were when we first arrived, and now they're fine young ladies that there's a reason we haven't given them a microphone. But this got them to put their phones down, too.
They've been very good on TV.
Yeah. You know, I had somebody tell me, a good friend of mine yesterday, that everybody leaves a legacy. And if that legacy is one where people are happy for you, but sad to see you go, then that's a good legacy. And I think that's what we have accomplished here at News 8 and here in Rochester. So tonight, everyone, I am the richest man in Rochester, and it's because of you and my good friends here. And we thank you all for everything that you've done for us. And this is our home. We'll be back. So thank you.
All right.
We'll miss you, buddy.
We love you, Kevin Doran.
Now get out of here, Doran. Let's hear it for him.